Welcome Disc Golf. This is Jim from Team Prodigy and Central Texas Disc Golf. Today on the channel, we're going to play the back half of Heritage Park up in the trees. We're going to see what kind of damage has been done, see if the holes are even playable. Come join us on Central Texas Disc Golf. Hey guys, we're at hole number 3 on the blue course at Heritage Park. I got a disc sitting in that water. I don't want to walk in there and try to find it, but if you find it, it's a green teal D4. It says legit on it, big legit logo. So if you happen to see it in that matter, I'm going to keep checking it. If you find it, turn it into Discaholics or send me a note. I'd appreciate it. I'll replace it with an Austin stamped PA3. Looks like we're going to start at hole number 10. This is a 318-foot par 3. It's the red and the white. Hole number 10 goes up through the trees, up into the gap, but you can already see with the gap, there's a tree down, so the gap's not quite as big. First throw of the day. That gap's still fine. That was an F7. Getting to the gap on number 10. First thing's apparent, big tree down to the right. It's going to make the gap a whole lot bigger once I get it cleaned up, but right now half the branches are covering the gap. I'm going to throw my PA1. Got it up there. Looks like 2 big cedar trees are down right by the entrance on this hill. I don't know what I need to look up, so it's there. Make my 3. Get out of here to hole number 11. Hole number 11, 251-foot par 3, usually a forehand hole. There's no forehand gap. There's a cedar tree down right there. I'm going to throw this D1 kind of overstable if I can get around it. There's 2 down trees on the fairway. Also, tons of mosquitoes. Why do I always throw that with so much hyzer? Just let the disc work. We are 1.5 holes in. I think I just finally found a hole that you can't play. Hole number 11. Got 2 giant downed oak trees. The brush is high. It's pretty rough. I'm going to throw this at MX1 and see if I can get around the corner. Don't even know what the basket looks like. It's down there. A lot more trees down than it looks from the tee pad. This hole is probably unplayable. This is a branch hanging over the basket. Made my 3. Let's get out of here. This is probably not a playable hole right now until the city cleans it up. We reached hole number 12. Hole number 12 is a 295-foot par 3 through the gap and then back in the trees. It doesn't look like there's any damage here in the first part. Let's see what the second one's going to do. Got me out there a little bit. Got up in there. I don't know where it is. I know where the basket is. See if we got close. Kind of playing this course from memory. Glad my memory was good. Just right here by the basket. Gonna get me a nice 3. Oh, 12 was a mess. 10 was okay. 11's a mess. 12 is half a mess. Let's see what happens when we get to hole 13. Okay, this is the tee pad for hole 13. Got a branch on it. You can probably get on a little bit. You're gonna get over the front of it. The rest of the hole is not much better. Hole number 13. We're going to play to the short basket. We're going to throw a D4. See if we can get down this gap. I don't even know what gap is there. I don't know, but I'll take that gap. Okay, just looking at hole number 13 around the basket. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 trees down here around the basket, right next to it. It's not really a playable hole right now. I'm going to move it out of the way a little bit, see if we can make a putt. Hey, get that cedar branch out. Make a putt, Jimbo. Should have been a birdie. Okay, we're to hole number 14, 350-foot par 3 into the gap. Stickers are everywhere. Got them all over me. I'm going to throw a D1 on a forehand, see if I can get this thing anywhere close. I have not figured out a shot for this. People keep telling me what to throw. I'm going to throw a D1. Sit down. Not a good shot, but it's probably in the gap. Okay, kind of went too far. I got a hanging tree. Looks like a dead branch in the way. Falling on my butt. Let's get this up and around here. Into the woods again. I think I got a putt at it. Gonna make my first bogey of the down tree in the right by the basket. Nothing major. Still pretty hard to get around and get in here. It's a mess. Stickers. Grass hadn't been cut. Now I'm gonna run over the mud. I'll take my bogey. Take my bogey. Still haven't figured out that shot. I'm scared to throw it, I think. Okay, 14's done. 14's playable. Yes, just getting back here is going to be a mess. Okay, reached hole number 15, a 426-foot par 4. Playing a short basket. The long basket is still underwater, about 1.5 feet of water all the way around it. You want to stay to the right. There's not a lot of fairway in here because there's water left in the road to the right. We're just going to try to get it up there. Throw my D4. Hey, it's dry. If you look all down 15's fairway, all this way, covered in water. We'll show you 15's basket long in a minute. Water all down the left-hand side, road down the right. I'll throw my A5, throw it way out to the right. I don't even know if I can get to the basket. I don't know if it's surrounded by water or not. We'll see. I think the big thing is it's dry. I would not want to go swimming in that water. Is there a dry spot to get to the basket? It's a little soggy. No. So technically the hole is not surrounded by water. Pretty dang close. Take that 4. Good 4. Back-to-back 4s. 1 over. Don't slip. Don't fall. Camera's on. You don't want people to see that. I don't know if you can see it. But there are ducks swimming in the water on the fairway between long and the short basket. Lots of water. Okay, here is the long basket for 15. Still surrounded by water. A lot of water here. It's gone down a lot, but it's still probably got a foot of water in it. T-pad for 16's right across the way. No way to get around it. We're going to go up on the road and go around. Okay, so that was quite a walk. A lot of water here. You can't get from that basket to this T-pad 16 without going all the way down the road almost to number 10's T-pad. It is a mess. A lot of water. A lot of standing water. Just hope it drains out pretty quick these summer days and then get in there and get the course cleaned up. So let's get on to 16. Okay, we've reached hole number 16. We've navigated through the mud back up into the trees for the last 3 holes. This is a 402-foot par 4 up into the gap. Doesn't look like there's any tree damage, except maybe that front guardian tree lost a few branches, but the tree's still there. Still a pretty tough shot for me. Right up by the tree. There are a couple down branches here. We'll go ahead and throw my PA1 up there, see if I can get me a spot. Gap, this branch, I don't know if that branch is broken, but it's down pretty low. So, trying to do better where my foot is too. Been working on that. Let's see if I can get this. Take that 4 on this hole. This hole's in pretty good shape. If you get to the T-pad for the water. Not a lot of down trees. Looks like there's some on the side, but nothing really on the fairway. Make a putt here. Got it. Hole number 17. Why not just play like that all the time? That was an easy 4. It's routine. Hit your gap. Don't hit a tree. Just move on to the next hole. Nice 4, Jimbo. Lots of down trees. Branches. This is hole number 11. All these oak trees that are down. Some of it is cut, looks like. What a mess. Whew, down tree on the road, walkway. Lots of down trees. I think my summary, if when I get finished in 2 holes, is I don't think I'd play this part of the course for now. So, there's not a lot going on here, not a lot of fun. A lot of bugs, a lot of down trees. We'll see. We've reached the T-pad for hole number 17. I'm going to throw my D4, see if I can get it down there a little ways. See what happens. Be smooth. Just like that. If you look down the fairway's fairly clean. This little walkway is done. Looks like this hole is pretty playable. If you can get down here, get up here to it. Yep, make my 3. Good 3 though. Good throw, D4. It's 2 in a row. Threw it on. No, 15, 16, 17. Hadn't thrown it in a while. Put it in the bag. It's a little lighter weight disc. No wind out here today. Hit 3, Jimbo. Again, a couple down branches. Nothing serious down here by 17's basket. It's a playable hole. Okay, we've reached hole number 18, 313-foot par 3 through a tight gap. And there really is no gap because there are 2 down trees down at the bottom of the hill. There really is no gap to get to the green. So we're going to play it like it used to be. Going to throw it out the other gap and hit a big hyzer. See if I can make a 3. It's going to be fun. Throw my D1 here. Going to go out there. Hopefully it'll turn that way. Then I'll have an approach. I just don't think there's a gap there. I'll try it in a minute. There you go. Down there somewhere. Turned it over. Didn't hit anything. So I guess my secret is out for playing that hole right there. Just throw the other gap. A big turnover hyzer. Or hyzer, not turn it over. It's hyzer. Just get out here in the open. You're guaranteed a 3. You're not going to get a 2, I don't think. I'll show you the tree damage in a minute. Perfect. Going to make a 3. Go to the house. Okay, so here's the gap for 18. If you want to try to throw it, there's a little bit above that branch. You got to throw it really hard. I don't think I have that shot, so it's easier for me to go around. But I don't think 18 is playable on that gap. You have to come around and play the old gap that used to be hole number 14, whatever it was. 17, I think, for the open course. It's a mess out here. Got to let the city get it cleaned up. Let the water go down, kind of figure out where things are going, and then get the course back in shape. So you play the blue 18 pretty much, get around there once the water goes down around the river. That's probably the best option for you to do. There's a couple holes down there on the other end of the river, 6, 7, that makes you come around. You can play those holes. You get a pretty good 18 here if you just kind of spend a few minutes kind of thinking through it as you walk your way through. Hey, this is Jim from Central Texas Disc Golf and Team Prodigy. We appreciate you joining us. Next video I think coming up is either going to be around from Little G that we filmed earlier this week down in Austin, or I'm going to try to get over to Crossroads and play the holes 16 through 23, see what those look like. Hey, we appreciate it. If you like the content, go ahead and subscribe, hit that like button, and we'll see you next time on Central Texas Disc Golf.